o'clock. Back at home, came up out that uniform and threw on my new sweats. New sweats, new sweats. Working hard, got 2 jobs, Friday night, but thank you Lord, there's 2 checks. It's 2 checks, 2 checks. Yeah. Game of spades, beer the flight. I'm talking 10 straight books, you goddamn right. Now who's next? Get off my table. Who's next? Who's next? Yeah. Huh? I don't dance a boogie. Somebody tell a DJ, put on my song. We grown and we want a 2-step. We want a 2-step. That's the new flex. That's the new flex. Yeah. 2-step to this. 2-step to 2-step. Everybody come on.
Uh-oh. I don't know if y'all can hear me. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Worldwide Crypto. I am your host, Dragon Rider, and I am having technical difficulties today. Let me try to take this back, fix my camera. Hopefully you can still hear me. Today is a Metapolitans AMA. I'm having technical difficulties a little bit right now because, as you know, I do have a full-time job besides this, and I'm in a hotel. So we're gonna go ahead and bring them up. Let's welcome Don Shadden and Marlex to the stream.
What's
up, fellas?
What's up, everybody? What's up, Dragon Rider? How are you?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. I'd be doing even better if if this Hilton Wi-Fi is would be working properly. But it is what it is, and you know, luckily we at least have sound, so that's always a positive. That's
good.
So yeah, so guys, if you want to just go ahead and introduce yourselves and like titles and pretty much how you got started into crypto.
Okay, I can start. My name's Don Shadden. I started in crypto nearly a decade ago. I was trading mostly big tokens. I broke into this crazy DeFi space, these low cap gems. I broke into this space probably 3 to 4 years ago. I found it extremely fascinating. I love researching. I'm a very resourceful person, I would say. And so it was just a lot of fun. I guess you mixed a little bit of gambling, right? A little adrenaline rush, although I'm pretty conservative for the most part. But mix that with, chasing down information, trying to figure out what the dev team is up to, if the project's really going to build, the business elements of it, the marketing elements. I loved that. I kind of tried to wiggle my way into some of the team chats, or at least do my part in the communities. Use some of my Web 2 marketing background for that. I kind of was noticed by some teams, and they'd bring me on, kind of the inner circle, kind of not really, but getting paid for shilling, getting paid to help them with the social medias. I thought that was great, but I've definitely always wanted to build my own project and something that I could be proud of. I met these guys, this team, a few years ago. We've been developing this project for about, I've been talking to them for over a year about it, and we've been building it out around that time. And yeah, I'm extremely excited about this project. We'll tell you in a few minutes how it differs from all my other past experiences, or at least 99.999% of them. And yeah, just happy to be here. So that's my background.
That's awesome. How about you, Marlux?
Yeah, my name is Marlux. I've been in crypto a little over 3 years, so not too crazy, not too long. I always tell everybody Shiba Inu is really what started my passion with crypto. When they lost 5 zeros in one calendar year, or even before that, where you started hearing about the people who made millions of dollars, I heavily started paying attention to crypto. An investment became a hobby became a passion. And of all the projects I've been in, all the cons that I've seen, I wanted to create this project. Those cons turn into pros, meaning transparency, integrity, utility, obviously with the project itself, utility, use case, right? And giving it a standpoint of longevity. Too many times, we've all been in crypto projects and, they said we want to do this and we want to do that. And a lot of times some of the projects, unfortunately just fail due to funding, due to development. So, with Metapolitans, we want to have everything done before launch, our main use case done before launch. And we did that. We created a metaverse. It took the good portion of 8 months back and forth with our metaverse development team, going over different modules and aspects of the metaverse. And then right now, our beta is live. And on it, I couldn't feel personally prouder of what the team as a whole has put together. So here I am. I just moved back to America. I was overseas military for a long time. Got a background in supply and cybersecurity. Um, so we want to do something different. Here we are. Happy to be here.
All right, Matt, that is amazing. And it's really great to that people should understand that you have been in the crypto world for a while. You haven't just started here and said, "Hey, you know what? Let's make something." You've been here for a while, and also with the main utility. Uh, you're not waiting to hire developer. You're not waiting for launch to hire developers to get this thing going. You've already got a working product that is in beta right now, and that will be before long public. So I mean that speaks volumes, and that should speak volumes to any potential investor in this project. So
Couldn't agree more.
what so why this type of why a metaverse? Why not? Because a lot of people are doing like wallets and this and that and stuff. So why the route of the metaverse?
Oh, the metaverse. The metaverse, okay, if you think about it, the metaverse gives you a different aspect of virtual reality. It also creates different streams of revenue slash income. Meaning a project is not dependent on taxes to survive, i.e., marketing, wallet, etc. Right? Within the metaverse has its own in metaverse revenue, in metaverse marketplace, and our metaverse and what we're developing with our Stargate can transmute any person into. Let's say we're working with Project Cola, just as a random example. You want to go to Project Cola's marketplace, or if they have a metaverse or even to their Telegram. You can go through the Stargate into Project Cola. So that's just one small example what a metaverse can do. And also doing AMAs in the metaverse, doing meetups in the metaverse. You attract, institutional people. You attract corporate people, and you have billboards and branding. There's so many different things that you can do. And then, and not even talking about, the token itself, and just as far as the monetary value of the token, as far as the market cap goes. And once we introduce, the alpha down the line, we go, the NFTs become incumbents. You'll be able to transmit the NFTs that you create, you can transmute them into the metaverse, right? And then obviously they'll still work on an outside entity like rarities, etc.
Yeah, man, absolutely, that's great because to go back to one of your points of saying that the metaverse itself is more than just it's more than just a token. It's not dependent on the token because it's already a product itself that can generate revenue. So with that, I saw in some of the clips and some of the pictures and stuff that you have that there's like various banners and stuff like that. So will that potentially be some ad space that would be rented out, or could be maybe even that ad space could be purchased for others to maybe kind of take part in that building kind of just side hustle revenue stream?
Oh, for sure, and it's not potentially. It's actually in one of our phases. Our developers already have that ready to go. We're just trying to basically coordinate that in conjunction. The first thing and foremost is security, safety, and security. We're not going to rush anything, do anything that's going to jeopardize any of our investors within the metaverse. Metaverse is a little bit different, and even myself with cybersecurity background than what most people are used to. There's so many different intricacies, different coding that goes into it. So you need the beta to get all that data back to you to make sure everything is done the proper way. So back to your question, oh yes, and not just billboards, but shops. People will be able to hold shops. People will be able to buy, you know, build stuff as well too. Like, hey, you know, I want to build a little farm over here. That's something that we can do also. And that, not only that, it bridges communities. When communities are bridged together in one space, you know, you've heard the term. There's more than enough space to eat for everybody to eat in crypto. And I'm a big believer of that. I don't believe in
Yes.
notching any other project. You know, every project, you know, has what's made that project, especially teams that are out there grinding and communities that are grinding to keep their project alive, to push their project to the next level. We're hoping to bring an aspect there, a space for them as well too, that will boost them along the way.
Okay. Okay. So, a question to add on to that. So, you mentioned shops and this and that. So, what would what's in place to kind of entice people or businesses to come to the metaverse and set up shop?
Well, off the top of your head, how many live metaverses are you aware of?
Maybe about five
Well, right,
that
right.
I've been in.
Right. And of the five, majority of those are blue chips. You know, teams and projects has been around a long time. So now we're giving the people an opportunity that you can come to a metropolitan city early and, you know, hey, get your property, get your revenue, get your billboards, and whatever it is that you want to advertise, you know, go from there. You know, we are Play to Mint, remember, as a primary function. So you, as you go around, you know, you'll be able to come up with rare traits, things for your avatars that you can send directly to your wallet that you can then decide if you want to trade it within our marketplace, or if you want to keep it if it's a legendary item, or if you want to sell it on an outside entity. So you're having all those aspects key into one. And then again, with the Stargate being able to bridge the communities, uh, it's going to be something different.
Oh, all right. So let's just dive just a little bit deeper. So you said this Stargate. So are you talking about maybe merging different being able to have access to different metaverses, or is it just different sections of the island? Because I mean, a lot of people, if you don't know, part of the lore of this metaverse is it's built on an island, and there's plethora of activities and things that will be coming to uh, that's exciting, and we'll be able to build, and of course the community stuff like that. But so what exactly is this Stargate? Because my mind is going to like Ready Player One scenario right now.
Yeah, similar. I mean, Ready Player One gives everybody a good concept of what virtual reality is or could be, right? But Stargate, actually, the idea came, you know, similar to the movie Stargate, where there's a portal that will basically, you know, is coded to go wherever it's connected to. So in the future, when we do partnerships with different projects, and you know, they want to bridge, again, that's bridging communities. You want to go into that spear, you'll be able to go through the Stargate to that community.
Oh man, that is so exciting. Wow, man, that is so exciting. Especially when I hear partnerships, when I hear collabs, that lets me know that you guys are really in this for the long term, because nobody in this market is going to be able to survive on their own. I mean, you would have to have like almost a endless amount of funds to be able to power all of this by yourself. So, when you are building these collaborations and partnerships and stuff like that, that bringing in those extra communities and stuff, and like I say, introducing your communities to their communities, and it's so it man, it's this thing that goes full circle, and it can spread a lot faster in my opinion.
Exactly. And you know, it's about having an idea, having a plan, and following your plan. Obviously, contingencies happen. You know, secondary alterations happen, and that's totally okay. Being prepared for it as much as possible, I believe, is a big part of development. And not everything is doesn't need to be. For example, like this weekend, I actually have a meeting with a martial arts dojo, right? And you know, I actually tried this before, but it was from abroad. But this time it's in person. I'll be meeting with the dojo in person. You know, talking about its sponsorship, where all the students at the martial arts dojo, you know, will wear our symbol on their gi, and when they go to tournaments, they'll host our banner, etc. and that brings so much notoriety to the project, not just for investors, but for the kids as well too. I look at that as a form of giving back, and I think you need that in every space.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. And so with these, like the building of these partnerships, I mean, what are you going to be requiring? Because I mean, there's a lot of devs that have their own little metaverses and stuff that actually watch the show. So what would be kind of your I know it's a lot going forward and everything, but what would be kind of your basics of what you would require to have a partnership with Metapolitans?
First and foremost is transparency, right? The more transparent you are, then the more your integrity shows face, right? Personally, I like to see good communities. It doesn't matter how successful the project is or not. That's irrelevant. A lot of sometimes projects try their best and they don't ever reach the goal that they get to. Just like the old notion, practice makes perfect, but nobody's perfect, right? So
Yes.
you grind, you grind to get to a level, where you look around and you're happy of your accomplishments, and so that's what I look for when a partnerships, and vice versa. If I want a partnership with a company, I expect them to vet me, check my credentials, check my integrity level, and that's why here at Metapolitans we're so transparent. We literally on a big whiteboard all the cons, and we're not going to name the project that I have been in,
Yeah.
whether small cap, low cap, whatever. All the cons were on a whiteboard. I literally took those cons and I plugged it into Metapolitans. And maybe in the future, somebody will find a con with Metapolitans and do the same thing with their project. And in essence, we're still making the space better. It's like fine tuning, over time.
Hey, man, that is music to my ears. When you say, when you say transparency, that I mean, that is so needed in this space. I don't care whether you're a gaming platform or you have a metaverse or you just a token. Transparency is key in this space because people are tired of the rug pull. They're tired of the scams. They're tired of just the BS that comes along with crypto, and especially with regulations and stuff coming down. You need to have that transparency because especially when you're talking about building partnerships, you know, that transparency leads to are you conducting business properly behind the scenes? Because like I say, not the public doesn't need to know everything, but as far as business and business partners, you need to be operating efficiently and you need to be operating properly as a business going forward to survive.
Could agree more.
Absolutely. So, all right. So, we did. And I really like the fact that you guys are really involving the community in a lot of these decisions. And already that has already shown that you listen to your community, especially with the pre-sale coming up. So, it started off at it was a 30 ETH, and you guys raised that. So why the specific number? I think it was 150, right?
That's
Correct.
correct. Well, so we took analytics, right? We took simulations, which I always tell everybody I do my own as well together as a team. And we looked at other projects that had similar goals that we have. And now we took like what is our personal goals? What are we trying to do? We converted that into monetary allowance, right? So now we have a dollar figure of what we want to do. Now you scratch that or you underline that. Now you hyphen what you have to do by launch. So that gives you your dollar figure for the revenue that you need generated. So and you also have to put an asterisk up there as well because you have to make sure it's reality. Okay, is this reality? Is this accomplishable? So
Yes.
you take all those variables out of it, and then you're like, okay, we're gonna raise the cap up. There's things that are concurrent, like our servers, like the retainer for the metaverse devs. Basically watching all the beta, collecting all the data. So you take those retainers as well too, and we're confident with the 150 that we put for the cap that's what we need to continuously push the project. And that's not what we've already done. The metaverse we already paid for. The metaverse, honestly, cost about 3.5 times more than what I was initially told it was going to cost. So
Yeah.
kind of, I wouldn't say a setback. It's kind of a good thing that it happened. It gave us more time to truly build out our phases, to truly build out what we wanted to do. Because it's not 1 month, right? It's not 1 week. It's
Yes.
not one day. You have to start at a year minimum. If your project is not starting at a year minimum, then I personally believe their intentions are not for the longevity of the project.
That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I see that when you are dealing with people that have been in the space, that have experienced a lot of the BS that all of us that's been in this space for a while have experienced, and then when you talk about when you come to the fact that okay, I'm going to start my own project, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this right, and I see you, man. You guys are, hey, checking off all the marks for all the right stuff, man. You guys are handling business properly, and big round of applause for you guys, and big round of applause for the developers of. I mean, dude, this metaverse, it is so cool. This ain't your 2D Flappy Bird reskin. What you guys have built is really amazing. I don't know if you would if you have time to maybe share your screen for a second. Obviously I can't because my Wi-Fi is garbage here, and I'm afraid if I open up another window, I will just get disconnected.
No, I'm gonna try right now. I was actually trying. I thought it'd be cool if while you guys were talking, I kind of popped it up and surprised you, but I didn't get it quick enough. I'm working on it right now. I should have it up in a minute or so.
That is awesome. So, while we're waiting, just a quick thing. So, why build a city on an island versus just a just wide open space of just like nothingness? Why the whole island effect?
One, I hate speaking for a majority, but if you came up with a paradise, majority of people's paradise, I would believe, would be in some type of island slash concept, right? So in addition to that, the island gives us different things we can do, with water, different things our animators can come up with different concepts, and it smooths together vice one big land area mass. Having an island with more of a tropical set, it gives you, boats, planes, different type of trees. It gives us more options of what we can do. And, our metaverse is vast, really big. If you compare it to what a lot of people are familiar with Grand Theft Auto 5, we're roughly about one-fifth the map size of that. So uh, the beta, we're
That's
steadily
amazing.
building. If you see where we were at, 8 months ago, vice where we're at today, I mean, it's like wow. And then like trust me, once it's playable for everybody, right at the pre-sale, you're gonna see all the things inside of it, and it's just so amazing. I literally, every time I see it, I just sit back and smile because I feel like a father, like proud of
Yeah,
their
hey,
of their
I can
child.
hear it in your voice, man. Man, like I say, dude, it looks like a lot of effort was taken into this. I mean, from the floor to the ceiling to the artwork that's on the walls. So right, just right here in the casino. So this have like do you have a little bit of like play to earn type stuff going on in here?
Yeah, you're cutting out a little bit, but I think I understood you. Yeah, so it's a casino. There is going to be games uploaded to, you see, as the slot machines that you see there, and there's going to be other little functions within the casino itself, similar to a real casino. It won't just be one game; it'll be different variations of it.
Right, nice, nice. That is awesome. Wow, this is amazing. Man, I can't wait to finally hop in and experience this for myself. As soon as I get home tomorrow, I will. That's one of the first things I plan to do is to hop into this and get some play time, man. Because like I say, compared to a lot of other stuff that has been released, Especially when you release, when some of these others have released things very, very quickly, you can tell that not a lot of work has gone into it. So when you have something that's fully functional like this already out, showing people, hey, we have the time into this, we spent the money on this, we aren't just waiting on your funds. We've already built and we are already continuing to build on what we have already. So, that is something amazing that you guys have going on with this. Yes,
Yeah,
that is
definitely.
one of my favorite areas right there.
Oh, the shrine. Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, what was you saying?
No, I was gonna say, it's no one pretends, no one is the smartest person or came up with everything. A lot of it it's off of community input, off of input from other people that's been in this space, and you listen to them, you make it into your own ideas, and you create a phase length.
Yeah,
To put
absolutely.
to move forward and develop your own personal vision. And that's kind of what we've done here. And we've all came together with all of our expertise and experiences in crypto, and kind of just pushed this project forward. And I don't believe we're even 10% of the way done as far as where we want to be. But at the same time, you have to acknowledge of where you came from. And trust me, I'm like I said before, I'm really, really proud of that.
Yes, absolutely. So, like, with the community involvement and everything like that, so this is going to be operate. The a lot of the decisions will be gone through for with the DAO. So, what can you kind of just go over the process of how people can submit their maybe their suggestions or whatnot, how that can be voted on?
Oh, everything will be done through our website. The DAO's pretty much done. It's not live yet. Obviously, we haven't launched, but um, essentially it'll go off of your tokens, how much tokens you hold, and that kind of ties into the percentage of your vote. So if someone holds 5 million tokens and the other one holds 2.5 million tokens, the person with 5 million tokens percentage of vote outweighs the 2.5 million. Not doesn't say that every vote doesn't count, but it shows like the direction majority of the project, and what are they voting on.
Yeah, and I definitely believe in that. Especially, if I'm going to take my, say if I was to take my $5,000 and invest into this, and somebody else was to invest $5, obviously I would be more heavily invested. It's just part of the game. You when
Right.
you are heavily invested into a project as an investor, your voice is gen- genuinely more often than not, it's heard a little bit louder than those that are in it, just to especially when you're talking about tokens. You get a lot of people that are in and out, especially with low numbers. But yeah, I really like the direction that you guys have going on with that. So um is there anything that you would like to comment on, anything we may have missed so far? I mean, I know this is just a general introduction into what Metapolitans is, how you guys got started, and leading up to the pre-sale.
Yes, I encourage people. I'm not here to sell you on our project or on the project at all. I'm here to speak about it. So I encourage people, hey, come in Telegram. Whatever questions you have, our mods are highly trained. Um, Ask our mods. Feel free to DM me if you've got a resume, if you've got a suggestion, please DM me. A lot of it's spam, so if I don't get right back to you, just re-DM me. Um, and we will do our best to educate you or answer any questions that you may have, because a lot of times there are people that come from other platforms that have the same level of experience or higher, that make good points and good suggestions that may otherwise wasn't thought about. So if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. So you always have
Yes,
to be open to listening to people.
that's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear you guys say that. So I think we had a couple things in the chat said we got a couple people in there. I think Maddie's said is this yeah, I think it's on Pink. It'll be on Pink Sale. Correct.
Yes.
You can just go to the website and make sure you guys, hey, make sure you guys before you invest, like he's just said, not trying to sell you on anything. Before you invest, don't go out and just because you hear pre-sale, go out and pawn your car, pawn your, whatever the case may be. Make sure you go to the website and make sure you read this white paper. So the white paper is very, very detailed. It's very, very thought out. It has different sections that you can click on. Make sure you go through and read the white paper. Not enough people do that, and then they just get mad because they don't know what the project's about. They just aped into it, just thinking it was just going to make them millionaires overnight. Please, everyone, go to the white paper, and if it's right for you, you can invest. If not, you can just, hey, you would still be able to enjoy the metaverse once its public release comes out. And then there you go. Then you can see for yourself what type of investment this might be for you. So I always tell people, don't just stop aping into stuff. Make sure they go do some due diligence on your part and go to the website, thoroughly go through the website, and then make sure you absolutely read this white paper because a lot of your questions can be answered just by just doing a little bit of reading. Especially if you want to throw money at something, you need to read some stuff.
Couldn't agree more.
But so with that being said, so is there anything you'd like to say in closing, or?
No, I would like to say for everybody listening, thank you for the support. Directly or indirectly, even watching, your videos is a level of support to me. And, if you guys are potential investors, I would love to, build a community with you. Myself, I don't want to speak for Don, but I'm sure he couldn't agree more at the same time. Justin, Omar, Fifi, the rest of our team, and all of our mods. And the community we've already built over the last couple months, I mean, trust me, we plan to add to that. And this is not if you are one of the people that are looking to just swing trade, this is not the project for you. This is
No.
something that's going to have sustainment and be built. And hopefully, we can assist in changing the world.
Yeah, I'd like to piggyback on top of that as well. I was having way too much fun in our metaverse right now. I was just playing around way too much. But yeah, hopefully it was a good look for everyone. But yeah, Dragon Rider, I really appreciate that you try to teach people the mechanics too. We know that you're hyped about this project, and it's nice that you still, try to teach people with your channel. So that's really, really great of you. There's so much bad going on in this space. It's sad what happens to a lot of people, and
Yes.
it's tough to find the education, especially when you first start out, and you kind of learn by error. I did, at least.
Yeah.
And so it's nice that there's people like you trying to teach people as well. And so even a project like this, it's commendable that you're hyped for it. Obviously, you support it, but then you're still teaching them how to go out and do the due diligence. So it's nice to walk through those mechanics. So I appreciate you for that, for sure. And then obviously,
Absolutely.
we also feel very confident sitting over here, hoping that they'll come do the due diligence. There's only so much we can give them here in these 30 minutes. And so, yeah, we're looking forward to everyone coming by, stopping by. We're always available, like Marlux always says, we're always available at all hours, at all times. Ask us anything. We're very transparent. We're here to build. And so we're here to try to do this the right way. And we've shown that so far, and we're going to continue to show that. So just really appreciate being here and anyone who's listening, obviously. So thank you.
And
Absolutely.
I must ask, Dragon Rider, maybe your community knows this, but I don't know this. Why Dragon Rider? Is it just a fantasy, or what is it?
Yeah, so look, all right. So I'm a really big fan of medieval times. I really like the whole knights in shining armor, Knights of the Round Table, King Arthur. Like I'm really big into the whole lore, and then especially with dragons being this mythical creature, I've always wanted to be one of those. I as a kid, I dreamed that I was going to meet a dragon and be able to ride it off into the sky. So, that was my that's been my name for a long time. It was actually my gamer tag for a very long time. So I just ran with it. So I'm a big fan of dragons, man.
Okay.
I love it.
Another quick side question for you. Who was your favorite knight at the round table?
Oh man. I don't know. It's hard to say.
I like Lance a lot, personally. I mean, just the story behind him.
I don't know, man. It's all, and you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. So it's not necessarily the Knights that's my biggest fan. I'm a big fan of. I'm a big fan of Merlin, because magic, magic. Being able to just like I'm serious, man. I love magic. I wish that in our universe or whatever that we had access to magic and could do magical things. But whatever. I can still dream.
There you go.
All right, man. Hey, well, I really appreciate you guys stopping through and being very, very patient. I know I started late and work, and now I'm Wi-Fi, this craziness stuff.
Don't worry about that at all. You're fine. Yeah, don't worry about that.
But I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming by. Hey, everyone, thank you for stopping by and checking out Metapolitans. Make sure you do your due diligence. You go to the website. The website has all of the links to all their socials. You can go to the Twitter. You can go to here's a question. So when will the YouTube channel be up? Because there's a link for it, but it doesn't go anywhere.
YouTube channel, you should see it up next week.
Okay.
Yeah, it was one of the things we wanted to get initiated. We have really, all the influencers that are pushing our stuff out right now, but our own channel will be up as well too. And that's
Fantastic.
just to provide content. All the content that we provide to all the influencers will also be on the YouTube. So whenever an investor, if they miss something or they miss the Telegram, they miss the AMA, they can always go to the YouTube and pull all the content directly from that.
Fantastic. And like I say, you just heard it from the horse's mouth. So, hey, make sure you go to all the links, you check out all the socials. You can see that this isn't some botted accounts that's just ran by just crazy people trying to just get people to join. These are, all the stuff's verified. You can go and check everything. Go to the Telegram, talk with people. Chatting actually gets you a lot of information, whether you realize it or not. Just random conversation, you'll get a lot of information that you wouldn't necessarily have. So make sure you get all the information, and if this is right for you, pre-sale is coming up. So with that being said, I appreciate you guys coming through tonight. I appreciate everybody that stopped through the channel. Do me a favor, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So I couldn't even say it. And we'll see you later.
Thank you, Dragon Rider. Nice talking to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dragon Rider. Thank you, community.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit.